Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, welcome to the Scale Model Outlaw. If it's your first time showing up, we appreciate you stopping by. I hope you like what you see. If you do, leave us a comment down there in the comment section, or maybe a big old thumbs up. We like those big old thumbs ups. And a sub would be nice. Doesn't cost nothing, and we appreciate it. To the return viewers, thank you guys and gals. We appreciate y'all so very much. Today, what are we getting into? Well, I wanted to make a video because it's Thursday night around 10 o'clock here on the East Coast. And tomorrow I'm headed to Jacksonville, Florida to go to the JaxCon. So if you guys have never been to the JaxCon model event in Jacksonville, Florida, I hope to see everybody there. There's going to be a bunch of people there and a bunch of YouTubers. So I look forward to meeting a lot of people for the first time. And really excited about that. But we're going to head up there tomorrow. And the show is actually on Saturday. So I hope to get some good footage up there. Get some good pictures of some built models. And they've got a whole show and vendors and the whole shoot match. So really excited about that. Get to hang out with some of the guys that we see on the lives. Get to meet them. And like I said, super excited about that. What are we getting into today? Today I've got some cool stash ads, both in the way of kits and a magazine that I picked. I say magazine. This is more like a, it's not really a magazine, but it's more like a book, I guess you would say. It's basically a show rod model kit book. So this is super cool. I'd like to go over that with y'all and some of the kits and a VDUB update. Yep, the VDUB survived the Purple Pond. So we put some more primer on it, and I want to be able to share that with you guys and show you what we got going on with it. But before we get into all that, I want to take a second to for everybody to send out some prayers for Senior. Mr. Terry, Hobby Barn, he goes by a bunch of different names, but most of us just know him as Senior. He does have the Hobby Barn channel. Very sick, not doing well. I know I've mentioned him a couple other times, but sadly, we got some news today that his kidneys are shutting down. He's losing his sight. He's on 2 breathing machines, or has 2 oxygen tanks. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but not good. Not good. So prayers for him. Senior, we're praying for you, boss. Stay strong. Do the best you can. And may God be with you and your family. All right, sorry about that. Sad note, but we got to send prayers out to Senior. What a great guy. Always been super supportive. When I first got into this, going on the lives and whatnot, I used to just kind of know anybody, so I just kind of listen along and see what was happening. And Mr. Terry was the very first one to ever acknowledge me, on the chat. As far as during the lives and what all. In fact, I think he's the first one that ever said Scale Model Outlaw on YouTube besides me. So, Mr. Terry, we'll always appreciate you for that and your kindness and your friendship. So, prayers, my friend, prayers. All right, well, like I said, sorry about the sad note, but he does mean a lot to the community, and I know the community wants to hear how he's doing. So, we're going to slip now into our for our sponsors and get a word from them. We love our sponsors. I'm sorry, guys, I'm a little distracted with the Mr. Terry thing, but we love our sponsors, IcemanCollections.com and ScaleFinishes.com. So let's take a second and hear from them, and we'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. Always good to hear from those guys. Definitely appreciate our sponsors. They bring a lot to the table. They help us out a bunch, and their products are just awesome. So check out this, guys. Show Rod Model Kits, a showcase of America's wildest model kits. A friend of mine had this up in Atlanta, Getty, and was nice enough to let me have it at a very fair price. And so I picked it up, and I've gone through it just a little bit, but what a very cool book. We won't go over it page by page, but we'll just show some of the different kits in here. There's a lot of Tom Daniel stuff in here. It's all show rods. Very I haven't read it, but I look forward to, you know, I literally just got it today, so I wanted to share it with you. But I look forward to reading the articles in here, the history of the kits, the different kits. There's just so much going on in this book. It take me forever to read it, but I'll look forward to it. Maybe Friday night while I'm sitting in the motel room waiting on JaxCon to get started in the morning and won't be able to sleep because I'll be excited. So maybe I'll take some time, bring it up there with me, take some time to read it. But it's showing the model and it shows the real one. These are really cool stuff, guys. Again, I won't take you through it page by page, but there's a couple of them in here. There's the Uncertainty. I know that they recently found that car and that the model kit, I believe, is somebody's just come up. My 3D guy, my printer guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but somebody either just came out with a file for it or it's been out for a little bit. But I'm excited about getting that. I'd like to get that kit. There's a lot of different stuff in here. The beer truck, that's one of my favorites. That was probably the second model I ever built in my life. It says it reissued. It came out in '67. I wouldn't have got it back then because I was 4 years from being born at that point. But reissued in '86. I would dare say I got the '86 reissue. Super, super cool. Enjoyed building it. That was one of the first ones. Well, like I said, second one I ever built, and all I needed was white paint and black paint. Everything else was yellow, and it came out really nice, man. It was really cool. Wish I had that old truck today. All that stuff I built when I was a kid is long since gone. I envy some of these guys out there that have kits that they built when they were teenagers or when they were young. I wasn't that smart or that fortunate. My stuff is long since been lost to time. Look at the paddy wagon. Paddy wagon's super cool. Tarantula. A lot of really cool stuff in here, man. Really cool. Some stuff I had seen before. Some stuff I hadn't. I don't know that I've ever seen that cherry bomb. I'm sure guys have been doing it longer than me have. The boot hill. We'll definitely be doing that one. I just got the boot hill kit. In fact, I got it for Mr. Terry. That's one of his favorite kits, so I'm going to put that together in honor of him. Again, Mr. Terry, we hope you get better. I have a few of these. I'm sure they're repops. I have the Z28 Camaro, the van. I want the Gomad and the Tire Bird. I have found some of the other ones. That Bug Out, I don't think I found that one. I think I went looking for it, but it's either the Bug Out or this Baja Humbug. Are like really, really hard to find. Some of these other ones are out there, but they're not cheap. They are very, very proud of them. But cool stuff. These cars are really cool. 41 Willys. I was on a live the other night and somebody put one of those up in the camera. Those are super cool cars. Let's see what else we can see in here. Just a whole magazine, booklet, if you will. I don't know if it's a magazine, but question and answers in the back. I'll give you a sample of some of the questions. Is your modeling activity mostly by the instruction sheet, stock, kit bashing, or scratch building? This book might be a few years old, but it's all the same stuff, guys. They were asking the questions back then. Same questions we're asking now. All right, check them out, man. Cool, cool stuff. I saw there's the Beverly Hillbillies, the Bed Buggy, the Bad Man. I had that when I was a kid. I'd like to get that one again. I think they've repopped it. I'm pretty sure they have. I don't care about if it's a repop or not because I'm going to build it anyway, so I don't really have to have the original one, but I'd like to get another one of those. Bad Medicine, that's pretty cool. Is that a Tom Daniels? Yep, that's a Tom Daniel. Super, super designer unknown of the Drac. That's pretty cool. But I thought I saw the Laramie Stage. That's cool. I don't know if I've ever seen that one before. I've seen the little gasser. The motor grader. I used to run a motor grader, and it didn't look like that, I promise you. I've got one of the school buses. It's obviously a repop because it doesn't have that box art on it. The Gridiron Grabber. I've never seen that one before. Little bug van. Is that a horn toad? That's pretty funny. What else we got in here? The Flying Dutchman. I've seen that one before too. Creepy Tea. I've seen that one. That's got the glow-in-the-dark skull. I've actually got that one. My girl wants me to build it for her so she can have the glow-in-the-dark skull. She's into that sort of stuff. The Firecracker. That's cool. Bugaboo. Flame out. See, they're all really just super, super cool stuff. And I'm probably spending more time in here than I should, but look at that guy. Space, 1999. Like everybody knew they were going to be in space in 1999. They thought they were going to be living in Mars in 1999. This one I thought was cool. It's clearly the old beer truck, but with RC Cola on it. That was cool. There's the boot hill. There's that T. Uncertain T. All right, so it looks like we're getting to the end of the book. Like I said, guys, it's a pretty cool book. I haven't look at that. That's cool. Big Gasser. I've never seen that one before. The Mayflower. Man, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's really cool. All right, so there's the book. Show Rod Model Kits. I saw it on eBay when my friend was asking me if I was interested in it and told me what it was and how much he was asking. I was like, well, at the time I didn't know. It seemed like a lot of money until I went and looked them up, and then I saw all the content, and it's well worth it. I don't know if I'd pay the eBay prices they're asking for it right now, but if you get your hands on one for less than 50 bucks, it's a good deal, man. It's pretty cool stuff, a lot of information in there, and like I said, I look forward to reading all that stuff that's in there. Next up is going to be stash ads. Some of these kits, I got them from an auction site. Well, actually, I got all these kits from an auction site. This particular one here, this Porsche, it only came with the top half of the box. And I even had to tape it back together to hold it together right. But all the pieces are there. The decals are garbage. So if anybody knows anybody that's got the decals for this car, leave me a comment down there. I'm probably going to build this one box stock, and I'm definitely going to need some decals. I got a funny feeling them ain't coming off like they're supposed to, and that's like the main sponsor. But it's all here, or at least it appears to be all here. There's not much to it really. Pretty cool little kit, but hopefully it's enough there to be able to put it together, and if not, then I'll bash it. The wheels are really nice. Tires are really nice. So if nothing else, I'll bash it for the tires, or use these tires and wheels to put in my Porsche and save it from the forgotten pile. Next up, the Mercedes CLK GTR. This is a 1998 release. That other one was a 1989 release. Yep, that's what it said on the box, 89. This one is a 98 release, and it too is all there. Really cool stuff. Won't get into unboxing it and all that, but it's all there. Excited about this one. The auction site, I forget, you know, it's not really an auction site. It's kind of like a bid site. You put a bid up for it. Not a bid. They spin the wheel, and if you get lucky, you win it. And if you don't, then you don't win it, and you've lost whatever you put up. But it's, if you play your cards right, you can get some stuff pretty cheap. So I think I have a total of like $15 in this, maybe $20 in this, something like that. You buy spots, you spin a wheel. If it lands on your number, then you win the kit. And next up, the Ferrari. This one, I think I opened it up and it said 1989, July of 89. This is a Heller kit. I don't know a lot about them. It does say on the directions that they were made, or on the box, it says it was made in France. So it's a French model, I'm guessing. Where does it say? It said it on here somewhere, made in France. Or maybe it did say it on the directions, but pretty cool kit. Like I said, I hadn't checked them all out real much close yet, but pretty cool looking stuff. Decals are going to be toast on this one too, but part of it. Pretty simple decal package, so there's not a whole lot going on there, but excited about that one. Looks like it'd be a pretty cool kit. I saw this one online as well. They sell, they're not, you know, they're not impossible to find, but they're out there. That one's cool, but the pièce de résistance, if you will, this kit at one time was a very high dollar kit because I won this one from the site as well, but this is a Scale Finishes Porsche 956, and it's a little crusty, but what's really neat about it is it's got a DVD on how to put it together. It's got all the photo etch, and there's brass and bushings and all kinds of stuff in there. This kit, and the guy that I got it from has all the information about it. Real directions, like I mean, like pictures of the real vehicle. So that's super, super cool. But what I thought was real neat was there's a Scale Finishes or Scale Motorsports. Apparently when they sold this, I can't see the date. I couldn't see the date. Maybe I can now. No, I can't see the date on there when it was sold. But it sold for $199.50. That, my friend, is a lot of money. It's the Porsche 956 Super Kit. Oh, I'm sorry. He had a $25 photo etch set in first class mail. So out of his $200 purchase, $165 of it was this kit. Pretty cool stuff, man. This one I'm super excited about because this is you know, with the photo etch and all that. I am super excited about that one, but to have it all intact like that, I thought was pretty cool. And all right, a Porsche 956 from Scale Motorsports. Excited about that one. And all right, guys, last but not least, like it says in the description, we're going to do a VDUB update. We got him out of the purple pond, and we threw another coat of primer on him, and now he's looking right. I still got to put one more thin coat because I found some body work that I needed to redo. The back of it I needed to redo, so I put my 3M green acrylic on there, so that'll harden up. We'll sand that down, smooth it off. I've been holding it when I'm painting it in my clip right here because I think I'm going to end up just cutting this out of there. It kind of gets in the way of the turbo, and even when the body's on there all the way, it touches the turbo, so I'm not real happy about that. So I think I'm going to cut it out, and in the meantime, that's where I can hold it from. But after we screwed it up the first time, and I'm pretty confident it was my fault, what had happened was right here in this little box, I get, you know, where this body line is and this body line is. When I primered it last time, I always primer my stuff upside down first to do the inside, let it dry, and flip it over, and then primer the top. But what I think had happened is some of the Dawn soap got caught in between the wide body kit and the fender, right in there. And when I rolled it over, it rolled out from underneath here, got in this little spot right here, and it was clear, I couldn't see it. So when I rolled it back over, obviously the soap was still on there. And when I hit it with the primer, it just went nuts on me. So we dropped it off at the old purple pond and we started over, got it all off of there. I have since, Mr. Ron Kuhn gave me some advice, told me to stop using Dawn dish detergent and start using automotive grade wax and grease remover. So I got a gallon of clean prep, and I don't have the jug in here. I've put it in a little smaller bottle because it's like a big can, so I poured it into a smaller bottle. I use this squirt bottle, but Clean Prep is the name of it. I got it at my local body, what do they call it, paint and supply store, but for automotive. And it wasn't cheap, but a gallon of that stuff will probably last me 10 years. So he told me to stop using soap and water and start using the automotive stuff. And he also gave me the advice of get away from one-step epoxies or one-step glazes. So I found the U-Pole Dolphin Glaze. This is a 2-part process. You dab a little bit of it out there, put a little bit of the hardener in it, and apparently it stands up to body work. And you know, if you do have a problem, that you can soak it in the Purple Power, and it doesn't come back off again. Because when I did that one, I did it with the Tamiya white plastic putty. This stuff here, I'm sorry, not Tamiya, but Vallejo plastic putty. I used that, and when I put it in the Purple Power, it ate all that off of it too. So we had to start over again. But so I'm going to try this stuff out. I haven't used it yet. I still use my 3M. I've had good luck with my 3M. The 3M green acrylic glaze. So I'm going to compare this stuff to this stuff, see what's easier, and in the end provides a better finish. But this is the Dolphin Glaze, ultra fine finishing glaze. So pretty excited about trying to check that stuff out too. So, but all right, got that out of there, and we'll get the old bug back in the middle of the screen. Other than that, guys, I think that's everything I wanted to cover. Again, I hope to see everybody at JaxCon in Jacksonville, Florida, this coming up Saturday. Look forward to that. Also, again, prayers for Senior. Everybody, you know, the prayer posse, we need you guys. Be thinking of him, please, and thank you. And as always, you guys be sure and check out our sponsors. That's scalefinishes.com. Go to scalefinishes.com, load up your cart, get all their awesome products like this wild cherry that's going on the bug. And load up your cart with their awesome products. And get scroll to the bottom down there in the discount area. And put in Outlaw 10. That's Outlaw 10 in capital letters. And get you a 10% discount. And when you get done there, head on over to Iceman Collections. Check out their stuff, fill up the cart with their awesome products, and when you get to the checkout section for them, scroll to the bottom. They got a discount code as well. Put in Outlaw 10, this time not capital letters, just regular old Outlaw 10, and get you a 10% discount at Iceman Collections as well. All right, guys, we appreciate you stopping by. I know this one's kind of a little bit longer than the most, but I wanted to show you those new stash ads, tell you about that Dolphin stuff, and definitely talk about Senior, and let you know about the JaxCon. We will be up there this weekend. Hope to get a lot of footage Friday afternoon, Friday night, and then Saturday. Obviously, there'll be a lot going on Saturday, so we're going to try and capture as much of that for you as we can and share it with you early next week, maybe even as early as Sunday. So as always, you guys, be kind to each other, be safe, and keep on modeling.